Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my Let's Play World of Warcraft on Wednesdays. And this week I am doing Uldaman. And just so you know, I actually just did a run through of this and screwed up a bunch of different things. So I am running through again a second time and re-recording everything. So wish me luck with that. In the meantime, actually the first time I ran through here, someone else had been ahead of me, and all of these guys were all dead and hadn't respawned yet, so at any rate, and my dog somehow is deciding to bark at something. We'll see if she keeps barking or not. I may have to pause if I do, if she does. At any rate, here we go. Here's the entrance. Bonk. I always take the shortcut to there because it doesn't hurt me that much to get through there. So let's go ahead and get into the instance at this point. This was always one of my favorite instances when I got to level. And as you can see, like I said, I had already run through here, so I already did the killing Ironaya, and now I have Archades to kill, and that's where I screwed up, is because I kind of went past that and killed him, and I didn't do things in the correct sequence. So, whoops. Oh, that's right, this dead end, so it's kind of a waste of time. Let's keep going this way. Alrighty. Glad to see the trogs are still here, and as far as I can tell, this particular instance is pretty much identical to the way it was in the past, with the exception of these guys at the beginning, because the quest giver at the beginning of Uldaman. Back in the old days, that's sort of a newer thing, but other than that, everything else feels pretty much identical to what it used to be. Let's kind of get all these little trogs out of the way. Running around here. Oops. I have to be facing them in order for my spell to work. I actually kind of wish that this was one of the things that you did in Caverns of Time, where you could go back in time and things to see what Uldaman looked like back in its glory day. Looks like it could have been a pretty awesome looking place. So, yep, here's our first mini-boss. 2, 3... Yep, it's taking 3 hits now to kill the mini-bosses. It was only taking 2 with the earlier ones. Alright. I might as well take these guys out while I'm here. There we go. Alright, so that takes care of him. Oh yes, and there is this little side thing. It's the other thing I kind of missed. I missed doing that, so let me go ahead and do that still. Let's see if we can find this other guy. Stealthy trogs. Didn't think they would be smart enough to learn how to be stealthy, but alrighty then. I always wonder if some of these races will ever become playable races at some point. Like, you know, would they ever make trogs a playable race? If they did, it'll be definitely a horde race. They're too ugly to be in the Alliance. Alrighty. And my mouse is being odd. Okay, there we go. Am I still going? Yep, still gonna go this way. Alrighty. Oh yes, here. These guys. And him. So they're kind of sort of mini bosses. I don't know if they're like on the Alliance end, if you have to kill them or not, because I've never run these with any of my Alliance characters. I've leveled a couple of Alliance characters, maybe up to 20, but this is a level 40 something, I think, instance. So I definitely have not run this place with any of my Alliance characters ever. So I know that some instances have differences based on. Oh, sorry, my mouse is just being kind of odd at the moment. And there we go. Take out all these trolls first. See if I can activate Ironaya's key. I've already killed her as part of the quest chain, so. Nope, yep, I can still do it. I guess you no longer have to have the key in your possession in order for this part to work. And this part always reminded me a little bit of Indiana Jones, except for the light shines on the door instead of on the part of the city. And this is, of course, supposed to be a miniature version of what Uldaman, I think, originally looked like, so. Alrighty. And, of course, my keyboard's failing, so I've got to kill her the old-fashioned way. She still goes down really easy at this level. There we go. Alright. I know for those of you who are saying, what's going on with your keyboard and mouse? They're both wireless. They both have new batteries, so it's not like it's a missing battery issue. The issue is more related to the signal it's getting. I need to go to, I think it's a Logitech, yeah, it's a Logitech keyboard and mouse set, and I need to go get maybe an updated driver, or maybe some a new little USB signal thing, or I don't know what's required to fix it, but it's been getting pretty bad, so I kind of need to get that repaired at some point. And I apologize for playing with that still in place, because that problem's still around. I just can't predict when it's going to happen, because right now it's working just fine, but then all of a sudden it'll just, and just stop working for whatever reason. So who are we getting over here? Is the Obsidian Sentinel over here? Sorry. Alright, so let's get all of these dwarves out of the way. Oh, yep, there he is. Alright, so this is sort of like the back entrance and also the exit out of that he's guarding over here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll just leave that for now. Get rid of these guys while I'm at it. And continue on, because we have other bosses to kill. You can see how many bosses this thing has. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we gotta blaze those guys first, because we like scorpions. When my husband and I were on our honeymoon, we actually encountered a big scorpion. I mean, like 3 or 4 inches long, which to me seemed pretty darn big at the time, in our bathroom in Belize. and of course I was completely terrified, so he had to kill him for me. And then we disposed of him in the bushes outside of our little villa that we were staying in. Because yes, I was terrified. Ancient Stonekeeper. Oh, there we go. That's who I need to kill next, I think. Is that it? No? Oh, sorry, the Ancient Stone Watcher. That's what I need. Alright, well. Guessing I'm in the right place for him. Let's see, let's get these guys up here. Yep, and that makes me leave. So, where is the ancient stone watcher? If he's not right here, where is he? What does this say? Ah. Alright. He does not show up on this map, but that's okay. We will find him. I just looked him up on Google. Alrighty, so let's see here, who else we gotta kill. I knew I was missing something in here as well when I ran through this earlier. It was like, this doesn't feel like it's the whole thing. There were parts that I was remembering that I didn't find, but that's because it's not on the map. Well, it is on the map, but if I show you the map here, he's actually over here. Alright, so I need to go this way. And I thought the stone watcher was him, so I hope I didn't kill these guys out of order. Oops. Alrighty. Alright, here's the door. Oh yeah, see, this is the part I remember. This is the part I remember. Yeah, these guys come to life. Let's see. Oh, there we go. You used to have at least 2 people in order to complete this. Otherwise it wouldn't work. The spell wouldn't work. Alright. I got those guys. Now, where is Archaetus? Alright, so, upon further research, apparently I have to keep going this way. That was just a door to unlock things. Oh, these guys. That's not open yet. I wonder if I'm missing something here. Keep going and see if I can this Archaetus, or if I am missing something. Oh, man, there's another door. This doesn't look like it's openable. Oh, here's another door. There we go. Alright. I don't remember these being separate things, but maybe they were. Maybe I just wasn't paying that close attention to everything. Alright, there we go. Like I said, you used to have at least 2 people activate this for this quest to even start. Yep, there we go. Boom. And you just squished me. Yep, there we go. There's the ancient discs. That's what we needed. You see this whole room full of gold. It's like, can we have some of that? Please? Yeah. He's kind of like the final boss in here, technically speaking. Although there are actually a couple of other mini bosses that we haven't done yet. So I guess what we'll do is we will keep going. Oh, nope. Alrighty. Need to go back upstairs and see what we can find, because there are definitely some more bosses. This is definitely going to be one of the first of the longer run-throughs, even though I'm obviously going to be editing out, or have edited out by now, since you're listening to this, the parts where I kind of stop and do some research because I'm stuck. I'm obviously misremembering a bunch of stuff about these instances, but you know, it's been a while. Alright, so we still have these two guys to get rid of, and then we can exit the instance. So, gonna take these guys out still. You can imagine how long some of these instances started to take to run through, because I mean, obviously I'm killing everything pretty quickly, and so I'm kind of running through it, you know, pretty lickety split. But if you were at level and you were doing all the fighting, and you know, it'd take a few minutes, especially for the bosses, to complete those fights. Oh, there we go. There's Grimlock.
Grimlock, king.
Come on. There we go. So there's... and one more guy. Kind of one of those Iron Brotherhood dwarf dudes. Not really a dwarf anymore, but they look somewhat like a dwarf. So I need to get him, and his name is Galgan Firehammer, so I need to get him. Yep, okay, this is the right way. Get all these Shadow Forge guys out of the way. Oh, there he is right there.
My Thoris on spear. Slay them!
Is this door open? Nope. All these doors that don't open. Alright, so I believe I have now taken out all of the bosses. Oh, and I need to deliver the platinum discs all the way at the beginning, so taking the back entrance isn't really an option, since I need to go all the way back to the instance entrance first anyway. Yeah, we can go through this way. At least with these instances, there's either a very low respawn rate or no respawns at all while you're within the instance. Once you leave and come back, everything's been, you know, everything's completely reset. But, oops, wrong way. That's the exit. I need to turn in this quest. Almost be, yep, there we are.
Anubilore Delanar.
So I gave him the discs. Now I gotta choose a reward. 1 gold, 30, 37. Yep, that's worth the most.
Shoreloran.
And that's the end of Uldaman. And thank you for joining me. Next week I will be doing the first of the Dire Maul instances, the Warpwood instance. So if you enjoy watching these, please join me next week. Until then, thank you very much. Bye-bye.